Welcome to Small Arms Solutions. Today we're looking at a brand new pistol that just came out. It was introduced at SHOT Show this year. I will be the first to admit I wasn't really all that impressed with SHOT Show this year. There wasn't really a lot of really new things. There was a few things that really stood out to me, and this was one of them. Sig Sauer has released their new P365, which is their ultra-compact version of the P320. Now, I've said before on many occasions that I'm not really a Sig P320 fan. I love the Sig pistols, all the other ones, but I wasn't really a big fan of those ones. However, this one I am actually really quite fond of. Now, looking at the gun for its size, it's extremely compact. You have a 3.1-inch barrel on here, and you have an overall weight of 17.8 ounces, a height of 4.3 inches, and you really have, for a measly $5.99 MSRP, which means you could probably get it for around $4.99. The price is really, really good compared to most Sig pistols. Now, when you compare this one, say, to my Glock, this is my personal G26. You look at the difference in width between the two. You look at the difference in the height between the two. And you definitely look at that width on the grip itself. Now, both of these pistols hold 10 rounds. So you see the size of this is actually a 12-shot because I have the larger floor plate. But if you compare the thicknesses of these two magazines, Sig did a really good job of keeping this thing down to a minimum of size. So, 10 shots in a very, very small package. Now, when you compare the Glock to the Sig, there's one thing that I tend to like about the Glock. I do like the fact that there's a little tit safety here around the trigger. I do prefer that because that way, if you do just throw a thing in your pocket, you do have some kind of a manual safety that's engaged there. This, like the P320, has nothing. So if you were to put it into your pocket and anything was to get snagged on the trigger, it's going to go off. So, this is an awesome pistol, but this is not one that you're going to want to put in your pocket. So we're going to go over this and we're going to see what it's all about. First off, we do have the 10-shot magazine. Like I said, it comes with two magazines. It comes with the extended floor plate and a flat one. So if you have mammoth hands like me, this gives you a little bit extra to hold on to. If you want something that's more sleek, you can go with that. The slide, you're looking at a single piece of stainless steel, which has their nitron coating. You do have tritium night sights on here, as well as a larger overall in the front, which also helps you in the daytime to see the front sight better. You do have a live cartridge indicator as well. If you see, there's a notch cut on the top of the barrel hood here, so you can actually be able to see the brass. Like any other Sig P320, you have no manual safety, so your safety is your trigger finger. You don't put your finger on there until you're ready to pull. The frame is polymer. Disassembly, we lock open to the rear. We drop down, pull forward, and you can see that we have the polymer receiver. Very, very simple, very, very light. You do have the dual recoil spring similar to that of the Glock 26. The embedded spring, very, very similar. And you have your barrel assembly. So this assembly is the same as any other P320. As you can see in here as well, you do have a firing pin safety, which obviously on any modern pistol you're going to have that. But firing pin safeties to me is the most important thing you can have on any semi-automatic pistol that you're going to be carrying for defense, because it will ensure that when you drop it on the muzzle, it's not going to go off. Reassembly, very simple. You have the large end first. If you look close up here, you can see what you would expect from any Sig. You would see no machining marks. It's very smooth, very well made, very well fit and finish. You can see right here the firing pin safety, which is extremely important. Now for reassembly, you push upward on the slide stop, and that way you can set your lever down in its position for reassembly. Slide on like so, lock it open, push upward. Now we're reassembled again. Again, fit and finish, just beautiful. With the grip on there, the extended grip gives you a little bit more to hold on to versus standard grip. So, I lose an entire finger on that, so I definitely prefer. As we also said before, this is a nitron finish. It's black. I would imagine you'd see some different colors coming out as time goes by, but this is the first introduction of the pistol. Now, the ammunition I shot through this is, oddly enough, is Sig. The Sig 124 grain full metal jacket, as well as the Elite Performance. I've shot quite a bit of this ammunition over the last year and a half. The ammunition quality is tremendous. This pistol was fired with both the 124 grain full metal jacket, Sig Elite Performance, as well as the Elite Performance hollow points. This was the 124 grain. Now, this pistol, as it was developed, is plus P rated, so you have no issues with shooting A plus P ammunition in it. As far as plus P plus is concerned, I probably would want to stay away from that because the factory does not recommend it. Very few manufacturers will say, yes, you can do it. Probably Glock is one of the only ones that will say that it's not going to hurt their Glock 17. The USPs also, over the years, they've said the plus P plus won't hurt it. I've shot a significant amount of plus P plus in those two handguns over the years, and I've had no issues whatsoever. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to take this out to the range and we're going to see how it shoots. This pistol is very, very impressive for a subcompact, or as they say, a micro compact pistol. It's extremely impressive for as far as it's flat, reliable, it's concealable. Again, like I said, because you don't have any kind of a safety on the trigger, you do want to have a holster with it. Now, as of now, April of 2018, these are pretty hard to find. I know for as far as the dealers were concerned, they're very, very hard to find. There's a very big demand for them. This was one of the hits of the SHOT Show for as far as I was concerned. You know, some of the top things that I had saw there was, for me was the Brown Owl's introduction of the AR-10, the new AR-10, and then this one here, and some of the stuff from IWI. Those were the things that I felt were the most exciting of SHOT Show. And this pistol here was well executed, well thought out. You know, I'm actually thinking about keeping this pistol. I'm still debating, but I think I may want to keep this pistol because the accuracy, as you saw from the targets, was excellent. You know, one of my go-to guns for as far as being in Texas where it's very, very hot and you just want something very small to put in your pocket, I've been carrying a Glock 43. That's been my carry gun. You know, when you compare the two of these in size, you know, they're not too far off. The 9mm is just a little bit bigger. You look at put them side by side, it's just a little bit longer, but length, you know, these two guns are very comparable, and you got a 380 versus a 9mm. I think I really prefer over the Sig is having that little safety in there, so when I put it in my pocket, I know it's not gonna go off. So I can feel pretty confident with having this pistol in my pocket without a holster. This one, not so much. I definitely would have to have a holster to have this one safe. But again, I think Sig did a great job on this, and I think this is going to be a very, very popular pistol for them. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do, please click like, please subscribe, and even better, share. Thank you.